Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be explaining to you guys how I got invited to Scram City with less than 10 followers on Twitch. Literally, I did not know anyone there. I did not know what anyone else did. I had no idea what Scram City was. If you would have mentioned it to me earlier, I would have literally no idea what you were talking about, who you were talking about, anything like that. So let's get right into it. So I want to give a little backstory about Twitch and then also about the whole party, right? So first of all, with Twitch, I was already doing YouTube previous to it, but I just started getting consistent. Like if you guys know, then you know I literally just started getting consistent with this whole posting on YouTube thing. Usually I post every few months to every few years, and it does great, but I just never stay consistent with it. And one of my goals this year was definitely to stay more consistent with YouTube. As you see, progress comes with consistency. And we've been doing a great job so far. We've had 4 uploads each month, if not more, every month so far. So I think we are succeeding in that. But as I get older, I just want to do more things, more organized. So I just wanted to continue to be more consistent with things. And my friends had introduced me to this idea that we should start a Twitch page together where we streamed, because as a group we used to do like really fun stuff and we used to have the funniest moments. So it just made sense to kind of make some content out of it. Every few weeks or every few months we have a meetup. We progress a little bit more. So one time we got the idea. Second time we all actually make our accounts, our separate accounts. Third time we make the joint accounts, and so on and so forth, right? Everybody else started streaming before me. Jaden streamed before me. PRSTREZ streamed before me. Keniya didn't stream before me, but she, pretty much everybody else was kind of like working towards it already, and I was literally the only one who had not streamed yet. I don't know why, I just did not. So randomly, I remember seeing Joe on TikTok. I think I was scrolling on my like For You page, and then one of his lives came up when that whole situation was going on. He was like, "Oh, follow me for this, then this and the third, like a mansion party, something like that." I thought, okay, cool, like that sounds fun. Like if I can, get there and I can get some content more. I was thinking YouTube. I wasn't even thinking of Twitch. I was like, I can get there, get some content, and whatever. So I followed Joe. He followed me back. And then I think the whole thing like it never happened, or I don't even know what happened with it. Maybe I don't know. But then fast forward, maybe like a couple weeks later comes the weekend before July 3rd. No, the weekend of July 4th. I'll say the day of the 3rd came, and Joe had posted on his story, "Oh, mansion party, whatever." But I seen it on Moro's story first, and I had liked it or whatever. And he had texted me, "Oh, do you want to come?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Like, what's the address and stuff like that?" He sent me the address, and then literally I was in the middle of doing my mom's hair, but I was like, "Mom, I literally have to stop. Like, I have to stop right now, and I have to go because I don't know what's gonna be at this party." Like initially in my head, I'm thinking, "Oh, maybe it's like one of their Airbnbs, and maybe they're just gonna like invite girls. You know how streamers invite girls to just liven up the place or whatever, like just make their stream look a little bit more fun because they have girls there." I'm thinking something like that. I wasn't thinking it was a whole, you know, event where other people that streamed and did other types of content were gonna be there. When I went, I literally had no clue who nobody else was except for Joe and Mora, because of course I followed them previous to me getting there. So I go, and I don't know nobody there. I don't know nobody at all. I go, I knock on the door. At first, no one's really answering because I think it's like a tinted door, and no one can see or hear me because it's really loud inside. But they're all just kind of like, you know. And I'm looking in. I'm like, is somebody gonna answer the door or something? I'm knocking, and I see a girl come out the door. I'm knocking. I'm like, oh, like, let me try to get her attention. She could come get me, because there's no way I just pulled up here and ain't nobody gonna let me in. So she comes, she hears me, she comes to the door, and then she opens it or whatever, and then she's like, "Oh, hey, are you a part of the cast?" And da da da. I'm like, "Yeah, what are you talking about?" I guess, like, I don't know. So I walk in, and I think a couple people come out, and they're like, "Oh, do you want to do the Fear Factor or whatever?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure, like, whatever." So then they go back in the room, and they're like, "Okay, like, we'll come out to get you soon or whatever." Like, da da da. Right? I just sit down in a chair somewhere, right? At the time when I first came in, I don't think everybody was downstairs. I think it was like kind of scattered. A lot of people were upstairs. Some people were in the room, and then it was like probably people on the sides or downstairs, but I didn't see them, or even outside. So one girl comes up to me. I believe Ja was the first girl to come up to me. Spiffy Ja or Jay. I think it's Ja though. She was the first girl to come up to me and she introduced herself. She was very like welcoming and nice, and I love that because that's the type of girl I am. So when I feel like when I meet other girls with that same energy, I just love it because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so nice, like she's so welcoming, like finally, because sometimes a lot of girls are like closed off or they're like very to their group or to them. They're not very friendly. So when I do meet girls that are friendly or that are open to having a conversation, I'm so for it. So I was so happy when I first got there. Like the first few girls that I met, they were very much like welcoming and friendly and stuff like that. And it kind of just set the mood for me. Like overall, it was really just at that point I had made friends with most of the girls, or at least the ones that I seen at first, and I was just enjoying it so far. But it was still kind of chill on my I was still kind of like not bored, but like how parties is. Like you don't know nobody at the party, you just kind of sit to yourself or whatever. I was still kind of just sitting to myself or whatever, right? So then it was finally my turn for the fear factor. This is my first time meeting Melt. Literally, I did not meet him before. I did not know of him for real. I heard of him before on TikTok. I definitely have heard of him before on TikTok, but I did not know of him or his content or nothing. So when I walked in, it was kind of like my first time meeting him as a person. Like everybody in that house, I did not know what they did, what type of content they did. So when I walked in the house, I literally met everybody just as, everybody, because I did not know none of the people. So I walked in, I met Mel, I seen him, and he asked me where I was from, whatever, come sit down on the bed next to him. And I'm like, all right, like it's looking a little weird. I don't know what's going on. And he's like, okay, we're gonna do this little thing. And I'm like, when you say fear factor, immediately the first thing I'm thinking of is like roaches. Cause fear factor, they got that thing with roaches and stuff. So immediately I'm like, I hope it ain't no roaches and nothing. Da, da, da. He gives me a little towel to put around my eyes. He puts it around my eyes. And then it just happened to be a snake and a lizard. If y'all seen the clips, y'all seen the clips. If not, go watch the clips. I have the full version on my live channel, and then I also have clipped up versions on my TikTok and my main page. So if you want to watch it, it's very funny. It's really nice. It's really cool. We got along really well. It was also more people in that room. Didn't know them at first, but I of course got to know them. So I think it was like Sean was in there, Jayshaun was in there. Was it Nene? Nene was in there, but she walked out when she seen how calm I was with the animals. And I think that was everybody that I met. Like before I met them, that's everybody else in there that I didn't know. So Nene was in there, Jayshaun, and Sean was next to me, standing up while me and Mel was on the bed or whatever. And they were just like making commentary about the whole thing, and Jayshaun was kind of just like looking. And I don't think I noticed him at first. Like when I first walked in that room, and I was really just focused on what was going on in front of me. So the only person I really noticed was Mel. I didn't even notice like everybody else that was around me until I seen the video like weeks later. So I didn't even know all the folks was in that room. I kind of pieced it together and put the story together and stuff. Not even weeks later. I say when I reviewed or I watched back the stuff, I realized those people were in there before I even met them officially. So then after that, I walk out or whatever. I go back to my little chair. I sit down. A couple more girls come by or whatever, whatever. Then Sean comes and he comes up next to me with his cameraman and he starts this conversation with me and we start conversating and stuff. Like I said, I don't know nobody previous to it. So, but I'm not gonna lie, I do think I do be seeing like little stuff. I just don't be seeing, I don't be watching these people or I don't be seeing their content like actually. Like my stuff be more so on like a different side of the internet, if that makes sense. Like I might skim past it, but I don't even realize like, oh, that's what that is. So I think I seen Sean's one time, but like I said, I don't be on that side of the internet for real, so I don't really know. Cause I know they're more into like us. I don't know I don't even know what type of content to call that. I know some of it is girl content. I don't really watch that. I don't be watching that for real. I only watch a couple people on YouTube to be honest. So, but it was like we had met. I was like, oh, give me a tour of the house. Like this is my first time being in here. I didn't get a tour of the house or nothing. Like I literally just got here after that fear factor thing. So I'm like, oh, give me a tour of the house and stuff. He gives me a tour of the house. We get to know each other, get a few little jokes in there. You know what I'm saying? I put a little ball knowledge on there, something like that. Like I said, if you seen the clips, you seen the clips. But we walked around or whatever, and then was my first time meeting Jayshaun, I believe. I think it was, yeah, I think he passed by us the first time we went up. And then when we fully went up into the theater room, which is where that's technically Sean's room, when we finally went up into the theater room, he had came back in there, he spun back. And he was like, oh, boho not listen, da 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 and da da da, right? So, you know, like I said, if you seen him clip, you seen him clip, you did, you didn't. Feel me? Like I'll try to if I mess with you for real like that, I'll try to put it, I'll think about putting it in for real, but I don't know.
Alright, I just feel like it's getting. Alright.
Yeah.
Where did this nigga spawn from, bro?
Yeah, I'm just around a bit, bro. What y'all talking about, chat?
He said you was in there in the room.
I like girls with boho knotless.
I don't know what that means.
What do y'all mean y'all like girls with boho? What is boho knotless? Who y'all like with boho?
Knotless. That she has boho knotless.
Oh, you got boho knotless? Damn. Yeah, that
Yo, get out of here. I'm giving her a tour.
No, the chat was saying they like girls with boho knotless. So.
Hey.
That's tough, chat.
Yeah, that's tough for real. I fuck with boho knotless for real. So said I definitely fuck with boho knotless.
Yo, he got a girlfriend. I fuck with it too. He got a girlfriend.
I don't have a girl.
Look,
Stop listening.
I'm not listening to Pat Bell.
Yeah, yeah. Oh shit, she know what you want, nigga. Yo, stop all that defense, bro. She already know. She says none of her business anyway.
It's not my business, bro. He light skinned, what he do?
Whoa. You got, I gotta catch a stray while we in. I thought we was bonding for a little bit. Like, damn, I fuck with boho knowledge. You gonna
I fuck with curly hair.
say no more. Pat Bev. That's not right now.
Anyway, right here's the movie.
Why do you know so many players? What the fuck is going on?
Yo, we all sit at the
Why does she know so many players?
Bobby.
Why she know so many players, chat? She said Kawhi.
You said Kawhi.
Pat Bev.
Reese. What you said earlier?
My name is Jayshaun, by the way. I don't think I got to introduce myself. What's your name? Amaya? Amaya? Okay, that's a pretty name.
Thank you.
It's a gorgeous name. It's beautiful.
I have to spell it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Spell Amaya? You got, how do you spell it? Yeah, it's a lot of ways to spell it. Yeah, you can spell it plenty of ways. Hold on, you want me to spell it?
Go ahead.
MYGIRLFRIEND. Did I spell that right, chat? Or you fuck with that though, right? Yeah, tight shit. Yeah, I'm gonna come back down. Yeah, we're gonna talk.
So after that, that was my first time meeting Jayshaun. Then me and Sean head back downstairs, whatever. And then I want to say, oh, you know what? I forgot this part, so I'm going to put this part in the beginning. When I first, or should I leave it here? I don't know. When I first walked in the house, so Melt's assistant for that weekend, I don't know if that's his actual assistant, but like for that weekend, Melt's assistant opened the door for me, right? I walk in, I see Joe and Maura, but Maura kind of goes more up the stairs. And Joe's like, oh, you look familiar. And I'm like, yeah, we follow each other on Instagram. And, you know, that was a quick exchange. I seen that. And then that was my first time meeting Joe. I forgot to put that in there in the beginning. Like when I very first walked into the house, he was the first like guy I met before I went in there with Fear Factor and Mel and them. So we come back down or whatever, right? I want to say they said we were supposed to be doing musical chairs. Should I look and check film? I don't know. Y'all did 7 hours yesterday. Not yesterday. That was earlier today. I'm talking about yesterday. Girl, today. I did 7 hours today. Didn't even feel like nothing for real. Tell me I don't want it for real. I want it. Oh, wait. Okay, so I want to say once I came back downstairs after the whole Sean thing, I was like, okay, cool. We finna do musical chairs. So let me I'm going to start streaming after we do musical chairs. Keep in mind, this will be my technical first IRL streamer for my first stream for real because I've only done 2. I did 2 test streams previous to this. One was a gym stream to kind of see how to work it. And then one before that was I was just literally seeing how to set it up and stuff. But yeah, so I literally only had 2 streams before then, but I didn't really do nothing on my Twitch. Besides that, no. So it was actually the perfect opportunity for me because I got a bunch of content. I got a bunch of momentum from the whole thing, and I got a bunch of connections for afterwards, so I can, do content with them afterwards. But then we did musical chairs, but I kind of planned on getting out first, or at least in the first few rounds, because I was like, I don't really want to play this all night. Now that I got the memo that everybody's streaming or everybody's doing some type of content, I want to start mine up, right? So, boom. After musical chairs, I'm just chilling by the bar or whatever, trying to figure out where I'm going to be at, right? And Jayshaun comes up to me. We have a really nice conversation. It's our first conversation off camera, just actually meeting, getting to know each other, whatever. Then after that, he leaves, whatever. I finally spark up stream because I'm like, dang, I just missed all that. That would have been good, great content. No, because I think he got it on his, but I don't know. But I was like, dang, let me spark up my stream because I'm already missing out on all this. Like, I'm already missing out on all this content that's going on right now. So I spark my stream. Then Drake comes up to me. I want to say that was my first time meeting Drake. If not, me and him had a quick convo before, but I want to say my first time meeting him was when I literally started my stream and he came, whatever, he said something to me. I want to say maybe he said something to me small. I can't remember, but he might have said something like small to me, like hey or whatever. And then like after I started my stream, he came back and was like, oh hey, what's up, whatever, just checking on me or whatever. And then seeing I was streaming, he said hey to the stream. Then he left. Then Jayshaun came back. We had our conversation on stream. More clips, I guess, will be inserted. I don't know. I'll think about it.
What?
They really do. I'm gonna hide them.
Because he embarrassed me like that. Wait, he embarrassed me.
Wait, what?
You told me I could borrow your chain in front of all the girls. Like, he was like, yo, bro, you can borrow my chain if you need it. I don't believe it.
I don't know what I did, but that shit was like. Anyway, it don't, it's not like ankles down. Come across. I am. What are you? Yeah, my anxiety bad.
What you mean? Why do you like so much basketball now? Like, no, I don't have any conversation. You know, y'all missed the stream earlier.
Nigga ain't homeless though. You ain't got laugh at
No,
him.
I would never laugh at your face.
You ain't got laugh at it, nigga.
No,
I'm still getting to it. I'm still having this shit for real. I just don't got a crib.
Are you working?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It just sounds kind of crazy. Like you moved down here,
Yeah.
no apartment,
Yeah,
no
for sure.
apartment, Airbnb, no hotel.
Why you gotta keep emphasizing it though? Like, y'all see what's going on? Like, it's cool. It's cool. At least I got a car though.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna just live in my car. I'm gonna just live in my car forever.
More clips we inserted, you know. And then after that, I think we went upstairs for the whole, like, we went to the theater room because we were supposed to be playing like truth or drink or truth or dare, something like that. Like truth or dare, but if you don't do it, then you have to drink. And we didn't really get far into that because clearly it was too much drinking going on. Clearly, it was a lot of animosity in the air. Apparently, it was some folks that had not even resolved issues that was previous to this whole event. So, yeah, and it didn't really get too far. It wasn't very successful the first day or the second, but it's okay. We still have fun. So after that, we all kind of scattered. I think I invited Sean back for, oh, you know what? We went downstairs because I think there was food. No. We didn't go downstairs because of food. We left because the game was over. I think I went to go look for the food because I'm like, oh, well, shoot, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else was here earlier than me, so everybody else had already got their chance to get their food. I didn't get no food, so let me go downstairs. Then Sean and Jayshaun had came back near me and they was dancing or whatever. It's another clip. We was just chilling, talking. Me and Jayshaun I got a little convo. Got another clip.
How much on the hair?
The hair?
Yeah.
$50 haircut.
I got you next time.
You got me?
Yeah.
How much it is?
Like 75?
Gotcha.
He's
Nah,
so
really.
real.
See, you might be talking. I'm dead ass.
And after that, I think I finally sat down at one of the tables, got a little convo in with Sean or whatever. And then I was like, dang, well, hey, it's time to go. I can't really remember if there was anything else important that happened, which is why I'm just fast forwarding it to when I left. But it had to have been like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I usually, like, that might have been the latest I've ever been out, period. Like, I think usually I get back at like 3, 4 if I'm out that late. Barely. I don't be out that late for real. Like, I don't go out, so I don't be out late till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. If it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really a partier, so it would be no other reason for me to be out at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know? But that was like my first time being out at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Came back or whatever. Oh, when I was leaving, cause I don't know how to forget this part. I'm leaving, right? And I guess Jayshaun had put one of his phones on my charger. So I'm like, okay, let me go return this to him because I'm gonna leave. You don't just leave nobody's stuff. Feel me? So I go return it to him or whatever. Give him, I say my greetings, my byes, you know what I'm saying? I'm leaving. Why I'm leaving, and Joe gonna try to clock us, like, here go the clip. Here go the clip. Be quiet. Here go the clip. Yes. I have a say.
Yes. She about to leave. She just let me know.
I mean, you said, alright, cool. Alright,
Nobody else asked me for a hug. He was the only one that asked for a hug.
Oh, he asked.
No, he didn't ask.
I just stuck my arm out.
Like, it was,
No, said it. It's good.
nah.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. No, but like, why?
It wasn't like that. No, it wasn't like
It was
that.
like,
I just stuck my arm out. When she was
why? So I'm leaving or whatever. That whole thing happened. It was very hilarious. And then I was like, oh, you know, I'll see you guys tomorrow if y'all are like doing, because they was telling me, like, I'm sure throughout the time they had told me what tomorrow's plans was or whatever. So, all right, cool. I leave. I wake up. I think the second day was like, the second day had to have been, oh, you know, the funniest thing was when I was on my way to it the first day, I had this very like interesting Uber driver, and she was about 30 something. You know, she was a teen mom and she had a kid my age, but she was 30 something. And on the younger side of the 30s though, because she was early teen mom, not just like late teen mom. She was early teen mom. And she had seen all the cars in the driveway, and she's like, "Oh, it's some rich in here," you know what I'm saying? Like, "Oh, what they got going on in that party?" I'm like, "Girl, hey, you free to come in, but I'm just, you know, it gets to a point, you know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, that ain't my business. I ain't judging. Feel me? I never judge." Fast forward, next day or whatever, me and my friends trying to like hang out or link up or whatever, and they were like, "Oh, you know, let's go." Like, we don't even know who's really doing for real. Like I said, the group. I was like, let me find a bathing suit for tomorrow because day 3 is the swimming pool thing. And then after we done, I'm gonna go back over there or whatever. But I need to figure out, I need to find an outfit, and I also need to find like a bathing suit, you know? Outfit for today, bathing suit for tomorrow. Could not find neither one. Everything was closed because it was the 4th of July. And it just was, I just had to wear some at home, right? So I'm like, okay, I got a skim set. You think that's gonna work? Everybody agreed on that outfit. I went there. Clearly the outfit was a great choice, right? So they dropped me off or whatever at the B&B or whatever. I go back in, you know, I'm a little bit more comfortable because I know what to expect now. It's a couple more characters, feel me? So when I first walk in, I see everybody upstairs, whatever. So I go upstairs, I go to the theater room. That's when that whole situation happened. Insert that clip. With Chicago Hottie and the lady with the blonde curly hair and the gray eyes or whatever. That's when that whole thing happened. And keep in mind, I just walked in when that whole thing happened. So I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, right when I walked in, seen this random man, he looked like Ice Cube in the 90s. And then I think that was right when I had met Mari. I met Mari. Yeah, he had got my Twitch, and then he had got my Instagram or whatever. And then we just sat there and watched the whole thing unfold. So then after that, I want to say we all went downstairs, whatever. Everybody, like I said, I was coming late the whole time. I'm not gonna lie, I was coming after all the events. So the whole 4th of July thing was already over with. Oh, also let me include this. When I first got there, I had like 10 going on 15 followers on Twitch, right? I streamed like 5 hours every day, I believe. So for the first day, I think I streamed about a couple hours, maybe not 5, or was it? And I might have broke it up, but the first day I think I did maybe 3 to 4, and I think that put me up to like 20. So the second day I had got like 25 or whatever, right? I got 25 because I remember me and Mari having a conversation. He was like, "Oh, you know, you only need a little bit left, and then you could be you could be Oh, he said you need 25 more because I guess back when he had to get partnered or when he had to get affiliated, you needed 50. But when I got affiliated, I only needed 25. So you have other requirements as well, but I only needed 25 followers, and I had went past that already before I even knew it. So I had like 20, 25 or there. I got 25 when he got back to me for the next conversation downstairs that we had. We had a conversation in the kitchen. It was really funny or whatever. We really got to talk a little more. If you guys follow my Twitch, you know I hang out with them a lot now. So like this is like at the very beginning of us first getting to know each other. Girl, I'm gonna tell you, don't fall for it now. You think he's nice, he's not. He's not. He's like the worst person ever. Yeah, we had talked or whatever, hung out or whatever. Then I got cold. I remember I got cold after we were snacking and stuff, and we went to the couch. That was my first time meeting Mar, or my first time officially meeting or officially talking to Mar. Because previous to then, when me and Mari was standing up in the kitchen, Mar had came through or whatever, said a couple of words or whatever. But I was like, oh, who's that? Like I've never seen him or whatever. Mari gave me the whole rundown, like, oh, he's on YouTube and da da da, whatever, whatever. Then we went to the couch. Mar came over there with us. So we got Mar and Mari, right? They're with us. And it was one more person too. Who else came over there with us? Sean and one more guy. I don't know who that guy is, I don't think. And we was all at the couch or whatever. Got a few clips of that. Boom. Y'all, just in, marthecreator is wearing the same shirt he got in his video.
I had my greatest dream was a party. Outside with no net and
We were finna go out. We were supposed to go to a bowling alley, which is why I even stopped my stream in the first place. Cause I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start my stream back up when we get to the bowling alley, and then finish the rest when I get here. But the whole bowling alley failed. Or whatever. I got back there. Sean bought my snacks. Thank you, Sean. Shout out Sean for buying my snacks. Thank you. And then we got back, whatever. Sean took my snacks somewhere, whatever. I'm chilling. Here come Jayshaun next to me, and we chilling, whatever. We going, we getting our clips in. And then I wanted my snacks. So I had to go look for my snacks. That was second that I asked for a hoodie he gave to me that day. But I went to go look for my snacks. I'm like, dang, like you taking too long to get my snacks, nigga. Like my ball finna roll away, nigga. Like you need to come on. I got my snacks, whatever. Went downstairs. Me and Jayshaun got our clips. You know what clip I'm talking about? After that, he left. Me and Mari chilled some more. Mari went wherever Mari goes. And then I think it was just me, Kai, and Chibu sitting downstairs. This is my first time meeting Chibu and Kai. I did not know Kai or Chibu at all before this. I had seen Kai a little bit, but I didn't even recognize like that he was cameramanning for Melt. And then Chibu, me and him had a few interactions previous before, but it was just like we never had actual conversation. He like when he said he was dead, the security for EBT, I dead believed that. Like I dead thought he was security EBT. I thought he was security for EBT. I did not know he was, you know what I'm saying? We got a nice little conversation in. Previous to that, me and Kai had like smaller conversations, but clearly it turned into something good because we're friends now. And we were just sitting there having a nice little talk. They were saying your girl smart for not getting in the drama, just getting all her clips and her content, getting her work done. Feel me? So we had a nice little conversation there. Then that whole little crash out happened where that girl brought her boyfriend and she wasn't supposed to, and then Mel got on her about it, and Chibu was like, he's standing 10 toes out on business. Feel me? Clip.
Ghetto. You shouldn't have let someone who had tattoos on their chest.
Look, Sean. But stop yelling though. Stop yelling. Listen.
I'm not no nigga.
This is why I just even said hold on. Didn't you say you was
Is this your place?
Nigga, it's not your place.
Yo, this is hard. And he told me to tell you to leave. He told me to tell you to go. I told him to call the police, but I'm not gonna waste my time.
Okay, call them. You can call the police, bitch. I've been there 4 times. I keep telling your fat ass that.
Bringing niggas to a crib that don't belong here, gang. Like you're weird, bro. Like,
And I was in that too. Feel me? I got it on my stream, but I was also in Melt stream while I got it. And this is the latest night I stayed, I believe, because it was about 5 a.m. by the time I left. I got home at like 6, something like that. Like I said, this is the latest I've ever stayed out because I don't be nowhere that be open at 5, 6 in the morning. But we were all chilling or whatever. We're chilling in the living room, whatever. It's me, Nene, Mila. Who else? Jayshaun and Drake came in at one point, but they both left at one point. So it's getting later that we try to keep Melt stream alive because Melt has went to sleep or something like that. And Nene's in the front, Mila's right there, and then I'm right here. Jayshaun comes back in. They're like, oh, do y'all want to do a truth or dare or whatever, da da da. So we're like, okay, cool, let's do truth or dare. At some point, oh, you know what? That's why, because Ashley went upstairs. Ashley was down there with us. But then she went upstairs. She called Dre upstairs. Dre went upstairs, and then Dre came back down with us when we started playing the truth or dare. And y'all seen them clips too, right? Oh, okay. But Dre came back downstairs with us to play truth or dare, whatever. We played truth or dare. It got a little spicy. I ain't gonna say how, because if you don't got the clip, then I ain't gonna, you feel me? I ain't gonna snitch, but let's just say it rolled around to a certain person, right? And Jayshaun had left. He had went to his car at this point. And Dre was down there with us, whatever. And he encouraged some things because I wasn't aware of the lore before I got there of like the dynamic between said girl and said guy. I was not aware of the dynamic. Clearly, it was not a good one, you know. I wasn't aware of that though. I didn't even know it was a thing. Cause I'm like, oh, if I would have knew that, I would have, you know, chill, you know what I'm saying? Cause I definitely had just, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I ain't even know for real, sis. Like, I definitely couldn't tell. So I think, you know, Dre was really hyping her head up, like, oh, you know, go do it, go for it, da, 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 right? She walks out overly embarrassed. She overly embarrassed. I don't know why he even encouraged. He's a great clip. Like, he overly set her up. Like, overly. Like, she went to that man's car. He was streaming still. Embarrassing. Just a mess. I'm talking about airball. I'm talking about she looked like Russell Westbrook on the Lakers, nigga. Overly bad. It's horrible. She come back in like, oh, you know, da 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 and da 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 happened, and it's like we seen it on stream. We definitely put the stream on the screen. We seen everything that happened. The chat was telling us everything that was happening while we was looking at everything that was happening, and I was just, whew, that was a mess. I was like, I wouldn't let it happen to me though. I wouldn't let it happen to me though. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't let it happen to me though. But yeah, so after that or whatever, we was all chilling, whatever. It was a little funny. It was a little bit funny, but it wasn't, because it's like I'm trying to let you know, girl, just stop trying. Like, niggas are so easy. There's no way you have to overly do anything for them because they're gonna go regardless, you know. So if he wants to go, he would have went, but he didn't go, so that means something, you know. But you know, she came back in. She did her hair. Oh, you know what? She did her hair and her makeup before she went out there. And she came back in, and then the chat was like, oh, like kind of clowning her a little bit. I'm like, guys, calm down. And she's like, you know, I know it's just for content and da da da. And then they were in the comments tearing her up, telling them, well, if you know it was for content, why you actually go back and do your hair and fix your makeup and da da da. Ain't my business. Ain't my business though. Ain't my business. But that was just a little bit, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, after that, I pretty much like got up and left because I think Nene had probably left by then. Dre and Mila stayed downstairs in the living room and they slept on the couches or whatever, because I think they were leaving for their flights. And I left. I said my farewells to Jayshaun, and yeah, I left. Yeah, so I came back the third day, once again late. I called him to see, well, you know, I'd be calling him to feel the temperature out for the you know what I'm saying, for the things. And, you know, I'd be calling, see what the temperature on, see if I'm too late for certain activities, see if I'm too early, you know what I'm saying. I was late still because I had to go get ready, but, you know, happens. I come or whatever, I got my little outfit that matches my I walk up in the house. Thankfully, no, like, they're black. You know they were leaving on a certain time. But thankfully, by the time I got there, everybody was just kind of like, just getting ready, or like they were like almost done, or they were like, we were almost getting ready to leave. But it wasn't like I was late, like, oh my gosh, I caught the car before I left. It was just like you know, we're starting to round up people soon. So I walk up in there, whatever, I'm chilling, I'm charging my phone so I can start streaming soon. And, you know, I greet the normal people that I know or whatever. And I think I seen Ash. Yeah, no, the second day I had a great conversation with Ash. Actually, I will include this in the story time because it is so very important. On the second day, when I did my first 5-hour stream, I was like, it was about like 3 hours after the whole I went for my clips with Jayshaun and stuff. It was about 3 hours after that. No, it was not 3 hours after that. It was about 3 hours during like after that like scene or whatever. And me and Dre were just, I mean not me and Dre, me and Ash were just holding down Dre's chat or whatever while Dre was like, he was either trying to find some or he was just trying to recharge himself, like get some more energy or whatever. So me and Ash were just talking to the chat or whatever. And then we were going outside to film something to help Ashley film something for her video or whatever. And I think I forgot if it was right before we got up or whatever. And I was like, dang, like I think I want to like turn my stream off or whatever, right? And he's like, don't turn your stream off. Like, I really wish I could find the moment. Like, I might have to actually watch that whole stream like straight through because I can't really skip to the part. I don't know if it was before Mel had ordered the pizza or after he ordered the pizza. But I might have to watch through to actually find that clip because that clip is so important to like my whole existence, nigga. Not our existence is like a bit of an exaggeration, but I definitely do have to like give Ash his props for telling me to stay on no matter who's there, whether it's one person, no people, whether it's 100 nigga, you keep that stream going. And I kept that in my mind the whole time. I'm like, you right. Same night, I got 50 followers, I think. I think I reached 50 that night. And it was just up from there. So then day 3 comes, I come back in, whatever, I say hey to everybody, I start my stream up soon. And then I did not know he was bringing guests. I didn't know the guests, you feel me? But he brought the shade. And I was like, oh, I didn't know he was bringing more folks, Yeah, I think it was like 30 minutes before we all started to leave to go to the party or the club we was going to. I had got a clip with the shade. You feel me? I'm telling you, I'm going stripper. I actually did it on accident though. I feel like I'm a natural with it because I actually did it on accident. I didn't even mean to go for it. They came up to me and asked me a question about the microphones. Insert the clip here.
Isn't this more like better if it's like magnetic, like other than like big and hanging off? Like it blends more.
Magnetic's better, right?
Yeah.
But she don't even fucking know. Do you know anything about streaming?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's a whole streamer.
I would prefer I don't know this is a stream show.
Everybody here stream. Yo, nah, this nigga's
that's
Sexist. What the fuck? Wait, no, she just seemed hella. She didn't seem.
Think she was a streamer, bro?
A nigga can't chill, like.
Bro,
come on, I'm talking about my right now.
Hey.
You know one of the moments where you don't expect people to like go like that though. Like I didn't know she was gonna overly do that shit, but I had to support her.
Sexist. God damn. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. Like I didn't know she was gonna overly like on my side like that.
Yeah, bro. It's good though.
And I literally like. I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even trying to go for clips. It just happened, And got my clip with that. That was probably my only interaction with him for real, because I don't really be going out my way. I don't go out my way to interact with people. Like, you're either gonna come to me or not on nothing like cocky, no ego. I do have an ego, but no ego. I don't have an ego, but I'm prideful of myself. You feel me? Like I'm not prideful. Like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got no ego. It's just that I'm just not going to overly do and go out my way, I'm same effort type. You feel me? Like, we're going to meet each other. Have like, oh, I'll meet you there. Feel me? Like, I don't just, more than like, it really depends on the situation. But more than likely, I'm just going to let the person come to me if that's what they're, interested in. No ego, though, because I will go up to people. I will. But is it like a more likely chance to? No, like I'm gonna let the person come to me. So that was really the only interaction we had for the day or whatever. I was satisfied. I got my clip, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of like a little hectic. I did like a 10-minute, it was like 20 minutes before we left. Did a little stream at the house, and then we all left out, went to this bamboo club, I think it's called. It's like this club, because I'm like, oh, we're going to a pool party? Okay, cool. I didn't know he was even tapped in like that with folks to even know, like, what pool parties is going on and, like, what pool party, is safe enough for all of us to go to. But it was actually a club that has a pool inside of it, which is kind of cool. It's a really cool concept. I've never seen nothing like it before. But it was just really, like, is oversaturated the right word for that? I don't know if I want to call it oversaturated. It was just really, like, I wasn't impressed by it because I'm just not into that club scene, especially because most of our people was like at the section or whatever. Like we were just in the section the whole like most of the time. It's like it's hot, it's boring. I'm just looking at people where I'm fake singing and stuff. Like I'm fake turning up. Like it gets boring after a while just doing this. Preach, preach, never to preach, preach. It gets very boring after a while. Like I can't even peacefully be on Instagram or TikTok or nothing. Like I'm not in a setting where it's like I could just chill. For me, like I'm standing up. It's not even no room to sit down. Everybody's standing up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to be in the front or in the center trying to get, like they're trying to get their face in content. I'm over here trying to do my stream. I don't even got nothing to do for the stream. I'm bored. I'm literally sitting here. I'm bored. So then this girl comes up to me. I wish I remember her name. I think I knew it if I wish I remembered it right now. But she was like, "Oh, do you want to go to the pool or whatever? Me and my friends want to go over there or whatever." I'm like, yeah. Perfect. That's all I needed was an invite, something like that. Me and her go to the pool, whatever. We're sitting, chilling. I start my stream back up over there on the pool. I meet some of her friends. She introduced me to this tattoo artist. Once again, I wish I got her Instagram. I didn't have my other phone with me, so I did not get her Instagram. Or no, she didn't have her phone. It was one of those. I don't remember. I think I didn't have my correct phone though, because the one I was streaming on is the one I've been using mainly, or like sometimes. So it's like I couldn't get her Instagram at the time. I thought we would have exchanged it later on, but apparently not. So I met the tattoo artist I was asking her about. She introduced me to her friend that was over there. We chit chatted with some folks, whatever. My chat was being OD protective. Like any nigga they seen coming up to me, they saying somebody. Even if it wasn't a nigga talking to me, they saying somebody. But it was really fun. I'm so glad we went over to the pool. We had celebrated 50 followers and things of that nature. And we were just having fun. We was twerking in the pool, hyping each other up. It was actually way more fun in the pool than it was like over in the section because it's like, okay, we're actually talking, we're actually doing something it's not the type of pool where you're supposed to swim in. No, it's only like 3 feet, if that. It's really just a walk around, whatever. It's really shallow, so it's not like a swimming pool type deal for real. But it was good enough. So we swam or whatever. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Like we swam, and yeah, that was about it. We swam. Well, we didn't swim, but we sat there and talked and chilled, and it was pretty good. It was too hot to be standing up over there in the section not doing and looking at each other, especially because I don't drink. So I wasn't drinking nothing but the chaser, which was cranberry juice. It was good too, but I can't keep drinking up that chaser because then I don't have nothing. You feel me? So it was good that we got to the pool or whatever. Then Mel had, oh no, Jayshaun came. He asked me, he came over, he spoke or whatever, left or whatever. Then Melt came over and I think it was Melt. Melt came over and told us, like, he was kind of rounding us up, like, okay, we finna leave soon or whatever. So me and the girl got over, went back to over to our section or whatever. And then we left. I left back with Dre and Ashley and Tati. And everybody else left with whoever they came with. And yeah, we had some good cooks in there too, because Ashley was drunk and Dre had some good music playing. I think we just went home, whatever. I think, no, Deshae stayed for a little bit. I think they had a little bit of altercation, but I wasn't too aware of it. I wasn't too much aware of it. I was kind of chilling. I had really just put on my shirt and I chilled, and I was just really enjoying like a heart to heart with my chat or whatever, because we actually did like hit 50 followers. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's crazy. Like we really hit 50, whatever. Like like I just started and we've been going so strong. It's really like I've seen the community before it even formed for like with just 50 followers. I had so many people where it's just like we really are like just a fan, like we're really a community for real. Like we're really like, I see a lot of familiar names and stuff like that, and we're really just coming here talking. Like it's not just ever gonna be just a you're watching me thing, kind of like YouTube. Like it's never gonna be a you're watching me thing, because I feel like the difference between YouTube and Twitch is like YouTube, I kind of have to make the entertainment for you, versus Twitch, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to connect with you because you're talking. It's like a conversation with me, like that's how a lot of people like me, or that's how I get a lot of connection, because when I connect with people, it's through conversation. So first of all, you're gonna see me and it's gonna be like, well, I see look good. And then we're gonna connect off of conversation or off of circumstances, things of that nature. Like that's the entertainment as well. Not only are you entertained, but you're also like connecting with someone, you know? So I think that's the difference between YouTube and Twitch, because it's way easier for me to get on Twitch sometimes and be like, oh, hey guys. And then, if I have some plan that's good, if I don't, I'll come on here to talk to y'all until y'all talk back, Like I literally will start off with a story or something. Somebody come in there and they start chatting. We start making a whole chat, and there goes the stream right there. Somebody call me. Mario usually call me, talking about whatever. And then, but yeah, so now, well, I ain't gonna say I can't, I don't know. But yeah, so we had a really great conversation. I literally cried on stream that night actually, because I was like, wow, we really hit 50. I think we actually I might have left with, I think we ended up with 60. That's why I cried, because like 50, I'm so happy, I'm excited or whatever. And then we hit 60 that same day. So I'm like, oh my God, like I'm gonna cry. And I cried. And we just had a really like heart to heart moment on there. If y'all seen the stream, then it was a really nice stream. And I think that same day, that was my first day meeting Leak, I want to say. Or no, it was either the second or third day I met Leak. And then after that weekend, literally the next day, me and Leak, was it the next day? Or the day after that, me and Leak had a collab oh no, the first one was on stream. Then a couple days later was on Twitch. And then, no, wait, what? The first one was on stream, and then the second one was on YouTube. So we went out and did this whole little thing for YouTube. And then right after that, I want to say, or did Kai invite me over first? I think Lee came, and then Kai invited me over. So I had a stream over there. That was my first time going to the motels, and my first mentee, you know. Oh, you know what? No. Scratch that. Wait, Kai, when did Kai invite me over? Was it after that? I think, okay, Leak happened first. Then a couple days later, I went to see Lee again. And then after that, Sean had invited me over. Or no, Sean said something. And I was like, okay, we'll do a stream or whatever whenever you get to your crib, whatever. I'll go over there. I start my stream up. And then he was like, oh, we got to move or whatever. So we go to wherever they was going, whatever. And then the move just so happened to be the motels, which is Kaya and Mikey and KB's crib or whatever. Joe was there, Moro was there, and it was another person there, I think. I forgot. Joe and them left because they couldn't get no girls. Mari stayed, I think. I want to say, I think that's the stream. Mari stayed. So it was just me and Mari chilling in the living room while Kyle was with Mila, I believe. And I came over there with Mila and them, and then we did this whole like 4 group little stream or whatever. And I was streaming too. And then after that, I want to say, I don't know, it was up from there. I've been to the motels plenty of times since then. Even when Kai left, I was at the motels with Mikey and them, because I finally met Mikey, and me and him got along. We're cool. Of course, Mari stay over there, so I go over there whenever he over there. What else? I want to say, is there any more collab I'm missing? And then, just constantly going out with them or whatever, or I'm just streaming when I go places or whatever. Then Mar had this thing, he had this event at his place or whatever. Sean had texted me like, oh, pull up to this event or whatever. I pull up, whatever, find out it's Mar's crib. Got to talk to Mar a little bit more. So, and then I also met some more girls there, made some more connections. And I think that was really about it. Like, not it, because of course I had more stuff afterwards. I've been doing a lot of like growing. So far we're at 180. We just hit 180 today, actually, guys. I want to say 180. I don't know. Jesus, I'm just looking at me, Okay, let me finish the story because I'm almost done. I can't believe we're so close to 200 already. I don't know how anybody else's journey looks, but for mine, it's been amazing. Literally, I love getting on stream talking to y'all. Y'all don't even know. This is like another outlet for me. So it's helping me, if it even is helping y'all, but it's helping me more. If anything, I get to go on here and talk to y'all and like just say whatever. Like I can really just get whatever off my mind, or I feel like it's just giving me a lot of dopamine because I know I'm working. Like I'm finally like I don't think you guys understand. I'm being the most consistent I've ever been with anything ever in life. Like, my thing is, I'm so good at everything, but it's just a consistency thing, right? And as I'm getting older and I'm getting closer to this age, it's just like, and if y'all watched the last video or like the live channel video where I talk about this, it's like the older I get, or like, it was more specifically a change. It's just like a switch that happened when I turned 19 or whatever. Maybe like this year, because I turned 19 last year, but it was, I don't know, like I'm a late baby, so like I was freshly 19, but it was just this switch earlier in this year, maybe about like spring, maybe it was a switch in my head where I'm just like, I have to lock in now. Like, it's certain things that I want for the next 5 years where I just have to lock in. You know, like, I don't know what this switch was, but like I finally like want to be consistent with something, even when I don't feel like it. Like, I've been streaming every day since the party, you know, and we've been growing so fast, and I know something big is coming again, but like literally, y'all won't even believe, like, the Lord has been giving me signs about July this whole time. I never would have thought it was Twitch or none of this. I would have thought it was like YouTube or something, because I had just started practicing being consistent on YouTube. Like, I just started being consistent on YouTube. I would have thought it was YouTube, and it was not. It was Twitch. Like, I was so consumed into Twitch, I didn't even get no YouTube videos out for y'all, for real. I'm finna get some out for y'all now. This is gonna be uploaded today, and another one will be tomorrow. But hey, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, good. I did a 7-hour stream today, and I plan on getting back on soon. I think I'm gonna either get on to edit this video, or I'm just gonna get on. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. But I'm definitely gonna get back on soon. I'm just finna do this right quick. I'm just finishing this video real quick, and I do have to vlog a little bit, and I'll be back. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Like, we have a lot of stuff planned. I was really supposed to have a collab today, to be honest, but it got pushed back with somebody pretty like well known. Like, he's, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. He's like if I tell you who it is, you definitely see him around Kai and Deshay and da da da. But you know, we're supposed to be having a collab. So it's supposed to happen today, but he postponed it. So hopefully we work together soon in the future, whatever. I have some more collabs like I'm supposed to be doing with other people when they get freed up. So we're really just, you know, waiting on other people's schedule so far. But yeah, like, everything's going great, man. I think the Lord put me in the perfect spot around the perfect people. Because, you know, you never want to be the smartest person in the room. You never want to be the biggest person in the room. You always want to be surrounded with people that are bigger than you. And just for this to be my first stop for like a room to be in, and it's already like, this is already where I am, and this is already how I'm doing. I can already see where this is going next. So I really just want y'all to enjoy the journey. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even rushing to blow up, because I know it's coming. It's just like, I'm really just enjoying this. Like, I'm enjoying how intimate it is between just us, less than 200 people. You know, I'm enjoying that for now. And I'm really enjoying y'all not catching nothing, you know? Sometimes I might even slip up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my PR practice time right now before it gets to that point, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's really all. That's it for real. More collabs soon. And yeah, I'm live every day. So if y'all want to come to the Twitch, because I don't post on here every day. So if y'all want to come to the Twitch, then you know, you guys know where to go. And I will see you guys. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all so much for following still, because somehow I got to 240 subscribers on here. Don't even know how, because I was not posting on this page at all. Was not giving this page no love at all. So I do appreciate you guys for coming to this page or whatever. I will continue to work on you guys as well, just with the Twitch. I won't forget about my baby. Sorry, not forgetting about my baby. Thank you. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. And peace. That'll be tomorrow. So, or same day. Y'all might get this two videos in one day. I don't know. But yeah, come on.